Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of CinemaScoop. This is episode 7, and this week we're talking about The Room.
I'm excited.
In honour of the new trailer for The Disaster Artist, we forced Vicky to watch The Room.
Yeah. So we could do a disaster podcast.
So that we could, yes, and it will be a disaster.
Okay, let's, as usual, start by talking about what's new.
Yes, go for the news.
It.
Yes. We just saw the new trailer for that.
There's another trailer for It.
It looks really good. It looks like it's going to be very scary.
Amazingly, I am actually genuinely worried that I will be scared by this one. I will probably be let down, but
it has a Swedish
you never
clown.
know. He's Swedish?
It's one of the Skarsgårds.
I don't know what that means. You're just saying words to me.
Vicky, it's one of the Skarsgårds.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
even she doesn't know what you're talking about. That was her humouring. Well, that was your humouring.
Bill Skarsgård playing Pennywise.
Yeah.
Sorry,
brother of Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah.
I don't know who that
is. They're actors.
I know that, but I don't know who they are. What should I know them from?
Alexander Skarsgård was in. He was the one who was in Thor.
Was he in True Blood?
He was in the new Tarzan movie.
I didn't watch True. I didn't see that. I didn't watch True Blood.
Who was the Skarsgård?
I sort of know some of the characters
Thor
from that.
and Pirates of the Caribbean.
There was a Skarsgård in that.
Yes.
We're not talking about Salazar.
Wait, are we talking about Cedric now? You've lost me.
He was in Mamma Mia as well, and
he was in Mamma Mia. Okay, I think we need to IMDb these guys because I genuinely am lost.
Anyway,
I need a character name from one film that I actually know so that I can go, oh yes, that's who that is.
Stellan Skarsgård was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think he's the dad of them all.
Did he play in Pirates of the Caribbean?
He played Orlando Bloom's
Bootstraps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who that is.
I didn't know that was a Skarsgård because there's so many of them.
I know.
They're like the Baldwin brothers.
Yeah.
It's like a plague. It's like a plague of Skarsgårds.
So anyway, the new It trailer looks good.
It.
Back to that. I did actually see the original version, or at least I think I did. I watched it with
the miniseries with Tim Curry.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you notice in the trailer the shot where they're walking through the clown room? In the back is Tim Curry's Pennywise.
I noticed that.
I did see a lot of clown masks, but to be fair, I was watching it at an angle.
See, I'm really looking forward to this film, but it's going to scare me, even if it's not scary, just because
it's a clown.
Clown's scary, and also there looks to be a lot of clown dolls in there, so that's just two ways it's going to scare the absolute crap out of me.
What's interesting is the fact that they've got It coming out and they've got The Dark Tower as well.
Yes.
It's like a horror Stephen King resurgence.
Yes.
After the atrociousness that was Cell, they have a lot to answer for Stephen King fans.
They do. But seeing the trailer for The Dark Tower, even that I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see.
There are two of his better works. I mean, Cell was at the time it came out, but I think first of all they left it too long. Second of all, it was just badly made. But I could do a whole hour's podcast on that. So we'll just leave it there.
I don't agree they left it too long. I think that it's still relevant because it takes place in the year it takes place in. I think you can accept that. It just wasn't a very good film, even with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson.
I think it would have made a real shame because it's difficult.
It was like it was a made-for-TV movie, which explains why it was in. Basically on a development hell for 2 years and they couldn't get a distributor for it.
Yeah. I think it would have had a lot more impact if it came out at the same time, closer to when the book came out, because it kind of lost its impact. But again, we could go into detail, but we're not going to.
No. Let's talk about emojis.
Let's not.
See, I thought the trailer for this looked funny. It reminded me of Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, obviously not going to be as good as Wreck-It Ralph, but it reminded me of Wreck-It Ralph being in that world. I thought it looked funny, but it's getting panned really badly.
It just looks so bad. I mean, I have quite a lot of faith in movies these days, because after the Lego movie came out, and I thought that was just going to be awful, and it came out and it was actually really good. And then Angry Birds happened. That wasn't so good, but it still wasn't atrocious.
I quite enjoyed that. I thought it was alright.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
But the thing that Angry Birds didn't do was try to shove other IPs down. You thought, oh, here's Candy Crush. Oh, here's this app. Oh, here's that app.
What I'm hearing about from it is that they go through all these other apps, and like it's basically just so commercial, this movie, that I don't even really want to see it.
To be fair, I might have to judge this one on whether or not the kids enjoy it, because it's not really made for us, is it?
There are a lot of cartoons and children's movies these days that are targeted towards the adults as well. Mostly Pixar films, but a lot of the better made films are as well. But some of them are just made for kids, and that's what they're for. So
that's fine. Like Captain Underpants looks like it's definitely just made for kids.
Yeah.
My sister keeps telling me that she doesn't want to see it, but her kids do, and our kids don't want to see it, so I might just take her kids.
I think that's that's, to me, very similar to the Charlie Brown thing. It's a very American thing that I don't think we really have over here in the UK.
So. No, it's based on a book. But
but is it an American book?
Yeah, but it's books that Billy reads. It's not.
I get
books are not the same. It's not like the same sort of intellectual property like a DVD or any sort of film because it doesn't have that sort of closed distribution. Usually, it's very broad. And it's
I
not
should
like
clarify that Erica is her sister and Billy's her nephew.
I said.
Did you?
I said my sister and my kids. I said Billy reads, but he's my nephew. He's 12.
Terminators.
Terminators?
So James Cameron did an interview where he was talking about he's working with the guy who has the IP rights to Terminator. He's talking about rebooting it with a new trilogy. If Cameron's involved, I have a lot more faith in it.
No, I'm so bored of Terminator. Can we just be done with it now? It was good when it came out, but now
that's freaking Michael Bay with his Transformers.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
He's doing a Bumblebee movie, a solo spin-off Bumblebee movie.
That might be better because Bumblebee's the best character.
Yeah,
but
try telling that to the makers of Cars 2 when they did Mater the movie.
Yeah, but it depends whether it can be done well. It just that wasn't.
As long as they don't make it a spy movie with Bumblebee.
So now you've just ruined it.
Bumblebee being a secret agent. Actually, I'm kind of
Bumblebee could be the new James Bond.
Yes,
that would be awesome.
James
I'd be down for that.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. I would see James Bumblebee.
Let's find a rights and make that movie ourselves. I think we can do it.
Amazing.
Let's not.
Okay.
Let's
Let's don't. So
let's raise a substantial amount of money and
not make it.
Make a really rubbish movie that we write and direct and star in, and hire a bunch of
random people. Of the producers, or like the film we're about to talk about.
I was talking more about one we're about to talk about. Why were we talking about the producers?
Because that is the main plot of the producers that they
they raise money to make a crap show so that they can keep the money.
The difference is they don't think that it's a great show. They know it's a crap film. Tommy Wiseau thought this was a good movie, and he still defends it to this day. We'll get into that. You've got some Marvel stuff to talk about.
A lot of things came out of Comic-Con over the last week. Might be a bit old news now, but I'm still very excited about it. So basically, they showed a sort of trailer for Infinity War and had all these footage in it and how all these characters are going to come together. And there's descriptions of it, and I think it's linked online if you want to go and have a look. But it just looks amazing, and I'm so excited for it. It looks like it's going to be really good. And it's coming out on my birthday again. So every year, because I think it's just the time of year that Marvel release a film is end of April, beginning of May, and it usually falls on my birthday. So they obviously love me so much they do it.
They do it on purpose.
They know I'm a super fan.
It's a present.
I always had this with Resident Evil. It was always around my birthday. The thing is, every year I got older, I was like, wow, they are making another one. Because I know I like them, but most people don't. So it was like an extra treat. Wow, I can't believe I get this.
The last 2 years, we went to see Civil War on my birthday. We went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy on my birthday this year. And next year, we can go see Infinity War on my birthday.
It's just win-win.
So start planning now. IMAX, London, let's go.
Hey, we have.
I don't think they're selling tickets yet.
We have unlimited passes now. We don't pay for films anymore.
Yes,
we pay our subscription, but that's it.
But we're doing IMAX.
They have an IMAX at.
Yes,
that's true.
Do that.
That's true.
It's fine.
I'm going to London for you. I don't like you that much.
No, if you do it on a day when I'm already in London.
Yeah, that's fine. But also they've got they had a clip of Black Panther that came out, and that was really well received. People said that it looked really good. There was news.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not really connected to that character yet. But then I wasn't to any of the Guardians of the Galaxy ones before that, so
not with anybody
or Ant-Man.
I have seen it. It looks very
Doctor
good.
Strange.
It looks very good. I think it will do well.
Yeah.
And they also released some information about Captain Marvel, which Brie Larson's going to play.
That one.
And that she's not going to be in Infinity War, but it's going to be sort of not a flashback film. It's going to take place in the 90s. It's going to have Nick Fury in it, and it's going to have both his eyes.
We're going to see how he lost one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's going to
maybe
be quite
he doesn't.
interesting.
Maybe he just covers it over.
Just to be distinctive.
You saw it in Winter Soldier. That he has lost his eye.
I was joking.
Well, don't joke about Marvel things. I know too much about it.
This is serious stuff. So that's it. Not much else for movies.
Oh no, there was that bit. It's not really big news. It just made me laugh so much. It was where they're doing the reshoots for Justice League. They have Henry Cavill. Is it Henry Cavill?
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously Superman, and he's in Mission Impossible 6 at the moment, and he has to have a moustache. And they can't have a fake moustache because of all the things he has to go through, so it has to be a real moustache. So Paramount, who are doing Mission Impossible, aren't letting him shave his moustache off, but he has to go and do reshoots for Superman.
Where he can't have a moustache.
So basically,
They're going to like CGI out his mustache,
yes,
right?
and I just find that the most hilarious thing
What an
ever.
awkward position to be in. That is ridiculous. Oh my god.
I don't know why. This has just made me laugh all week. Every time I've seen anything about it, it's just really cheered me up. It's
because it's about mustaches and you have a particular.
I think it's kind of
evil spot
amazing
for
that they said that all the stuff they have to go through, that they can't have a mustache, like a prosthetic mustache.
Yeah.
How much is this mustache going through?
It's like windfalls and submarine diving and things like that. And
Gluing
It will
on.
just get blown off.
apparently, it's not going to be secure enough.
The point is, it's in his contract, so he can't get out of it. He must keep the mustache.
So basically, I know it's only reshoot, so it's not going to be that much, but a bit of money from Justice League is going to be spent on digitally erasing Henry Cavill's moustache.
And you know now we're going to spend the entire movie trying to figure out which bits
Yeah.
We just have to
he's
wait.
got
We just have to.
digitally removed.
Now we're gonna have to stay for the end
Mustache.
credits just to see mustache remover.
Yeah.
To see who it was.
Oh man.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
That is hysterical.
So yeah.
that's it for news.
So moving on.
Moving on, we're going to
to
start.
trivia.
Yes, trivia time before the movie. I haven't brought up my trivia score, so I don't know where we are.
I don't know, Vicky's somewhere around like 25.
Are you-
She's beating us all by like a massive amount. So
Well,
Yeah, but
This
you
is-
still have a lot of
I
time
think
to
I
catch
had
up.
1 point and you. I think I had like 14 and a half and you're 13 and a half.
see, this is your chance to get even now because you're both on an even kill with this movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have an edge. I've seen it twice.
2 times.
Two times.
I've seen it like 3 times. Not that much more actually.
Why?
Well, I first found out about this movie before you did, so
I know.
told
You watched it again to make me watch it. Against my will.
This
and then we did
movie.
the same thing to Vicky.
This movie just fascinates me. Okay, so currently it stands at Vicky's in the lead with 25, Amy's second with 14 and a half, and I'm third with 13.
We just marvel for a second at the fact that I got all of those scores right. This is a Lego Death Star
Yeah.
situation. All over
You
again.
have a
I clearly have a good memory for numbers despite the fact that I'm terrible with them.
You have something in your brain which is remembering weird things.
Are you ready?
Yes.
No, I never am. Go for it.
Question number 1.
Question 1.
Question 1.
James Franco's upcoming movie, The Disaster Artist, is based on the book of the same name. Who wrote the book and what year was it released?
Greg Cesario, and it was...
Who?
I can't pronounce the name. Cesario.
No.
Cesario. It was?
No.
Cesario.
Close, you got the first letter right.
Okay, that's how I've remembered the name, so it's clearly wrong, and I'm not saying the year in case she gets it, so...
Any idea? Do you know the year at least? I'll give you the point if you can get the year.
I haven't got a clue.
I was guessing the year. I kind of remember the year, but I'll give
Just
it to Amy.
because I don't even know the name.
Okay.
Greg was news to me, so.
Okay, it was Greg Sestero,
Oh.
2013.
I was going to say
See,
2013.
as recent as
so-
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, no points. Question number 2.
Question
So
2.
I missed the T out.
Huh? You said Greg Sestario. It was Sestero.
What?
Fair enough.
I'm
That was
confused.
close. We didn't get the year. It was a double question. Question number 2.
Question 2.
Question 2.
Which upcoming comedy thriller reunites Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero for the first time since The Room?
It's Friends, but the R is in brackets, so it's kind of Fiends as well. Friends, Fiends, something like that.
Best Friends.
Yeah.
I'll give you it.
Even if I'd remembered that, it only would have been because you sent me that picture of it, so that would have been
Yeah,
unfair
when you
anyway.
sent me that poster, I genuinely thought it was a joke. I had to check the trailer out. I was like, wow, no, this is a real thing. Okay. Question 3.
Question 3.
Question 3.
Juliet Danielle plays which character in The Room?
Oh, I told you that was going to happen. This is why I didn't want to
This
share
is
a
getting
buzzer.
hostile, Vicky.
Lisa.
Yeah. See, I'm still crunching your hand.
Please,
Why? I'm too scared
please
to push
repeat
the
that
button.
noise.
I don't remember.
Yeehaw! I
Yeah!
love it.
Is that better?
That was great. Question 4.
Question 4.
Question 4.
What did the budget for The Room reportedly reach during production?
$6 million.
$6 million.
So someone did research on this. I did not look at any of this
No,
stuff.
I have weird memory too.
Yeah, but you had to have read it somewhere. I didn't read it. I didn't do anything to read that. So.
Okay.
Some of us are committed to this podcast.
Some of us think that I spent enough time on The Room by watching it twice.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Well,
Need to spend more
you
time.
can disagree as much as you like.
Question 5.
Question 5.
Question 5.
The Room has gained a cult following on the midnight circuit. In the same way as with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, name 2 objects the audience throws around the screen and at the screen during the shows.
Plastic spoons.
Yes.
Oh, I can remember the next one. I keep thinking Toast because that's Rocky Horror and it's not Toast.
When did I say toast in Rocky Horror?
When they get married, they have a toast and let's have a toast and say they're free toast.
What?
It's weird.
In the original,
yeah.
not the new version. You don't know the original very well.
And now I can't remember anything about the room. All I'm thinking about is
Spoons and
plastic spoons and footballs.
I was going to say it's got to be football.
I like to think I was Emerson. I can't remember.
Plastic spoons and footballs.
Correct.
No, all I can remember was everything that you did at the Rocky Horror Show. And there's a lot that you do at the Rocky Horror Show.
Right. Question 6.
Question 6.
Question 6.
The majority of the film's promotion came in the form of a single billboard at the Hollywood Highland Avenue at the cost of $5,000 a month, paid for by Tommy Wiseau himself. How long was the billboard displayed for? Amy?
3 years?
No.
It's a really
5
long
years.
time.
Yes.
I knew it was long. Good
That
guess.
was a guess.
Good guess.
5 years.
Good game.
That's crazy. Apparently it became so synonymous that it became like a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Because
I
the
knew it was really
image is that one of
way
these like
longer
Weird
than
Eye. It looks like a horror movie.
Yeah. It's a very weird poster to choose to promote your film.
Especially
But-
because it doesn't represent your film at all.
It kind of represents the film perfectly because it's got nothing to do with the film.
It's
The film
horrific.
the film has nothing to do with the film. And it
That
kind
is
of
true.
embodies how you feel about the film afterwards. It was a horror film.
It was a
in
horror
some ways.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 7.
Question 7.
Question 7.
Complete the quote. You ready? Yeah, man, you never know. People are very strange these days. I used to know a girl, she had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital in Guerrero Street.
I'm thinking if it's the Never Haha Cool Story Mark.
Close!
I know. It's haha. What a story, man.
It was what a
Close
story.
enough.
I was very close. It was very close though.
Yeah, you got a point.
What a story, man.
Woo.
Woo!
Question 8.
I'll take it. Question 8.
Question 8.
The Room currently holds a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of how much?
Ooh.
Not critic, audience. Closest answer wins.
87%.
Vicky.
45%.
46%.
Oh, that was really close. I knew it was going to be way higher than it should be.
Yeah.
Because people love to hate things. So I just went way up there.
You do love to hate things. Question 9.
Question 9.
Question 9.
What is Johnny's profession?
He's a banker, but you never actually see him go to work, so who knows? He says he's a banker.
He was. And he is
So you
the,
didn't get promoted.
and he is the fool.
But did you get the promotion? No. But did you get it?
You didn't get the promotion, did you?
But did you get it? He's very busy.
It's very busy. Was he busy? Baby Driver. Sorry.
If you feel the need to point it out, then it wasn't a clear enough reference.
It really wasn't. Yeah, I failed. Okay, question number 10.
Question 10.
Question 10.
Tommy Wiseau is credited 5 times in a production of The Room. What are his credits? Amy.
Actor.
Yes.
Producer. Executive producer.
Both. Yes.
Director.
Yes.
And...
Very fundamental one you're missing.
Writer.
Yes.
I'm far too excited about getting 2 questions right
Okay.
out of 10. Hey, well.
Right. Well done. You are nowhere near the lead. Vicky
still
finishes.
beating you.
Vicky finishes with 32. 32. You're
Yeah.
crushing us. I think you're just more violent.
I should do
as a
more
buzzer.
research.
I have a very weird memory for obscure facts which are never going to serve me anywhere in life.
But
here's
not
the thing,
names.
I can't
But
even
not
remember
names.
the obscure facts because I didn't know them to
Yeah.
begin with. Like how much money and things like that. That's not stuff that I ever look up.
Just ask
I don't
Greg
look at things like
Greg
that.
Sestero. He's really good. You got 2 points.
Woohoo! Hey, look. Anytime I get to even answer a question, I'm happy.
We'll finish on Vicky with 32, Amy with 16.5, and me with 13.5.
I'm still beating you. Rory is looking at us like we just really upset him by making so much noise.
So
He is.
Sorry,
He
puppy.
looks so annoyed.
Did we wake you up?
He keeps winking at me.
he's doing the
That's his half asleep look.
the Tommy Wiseau. He's trying to recreate the poster. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. The Room,
Oh, I can't believe
The
you made me
Room.
watch that.
2003.
So Vicky walked away very upset with us for making her watch it at all.
Let's give people a very brief overview
Okay.
of the plot.
You cannot because
Okay.
there is not a plot.
Let's try this. Basically, this film is a love triangle between Johnny,
Lisa
Mark,
and Mark.
and Lisa. Johnny and Mark are best friends. You'll find this out in the movie. They point it out a lot.
It is repeated.
Yeah.
Lisa
Many
is
times.
engaged to Johnny, but she's a complete and utter slut. And
She repeatedly sleeps with Mark.
yeah, on the stairs.
Seemingly against his will and without his memory.
Yeah.
And the whole plot of this movie is Lisa deciding she doesn't want to be with Johnny, cheating on him with Mark, and it all coming to fruition at the funniest fight I've ever seen.
Yeah. But Johnny is the best person in the world, as people keep telling us. He's so good. He's so generous. He is like the best person.
Not at all weird.
No.
There are some weird side plots.
And, you know, he's
but
so sexy,
that's
we definitely need to see his ass.
If this film has a plot, that's it. Sort
So,
of.
as usual, it is spoiler filled. You're not missing much. If you haven't seen The Room,
We could
go and watch The Room.
Literally reenact it
it's
for
a
you, and you
special-
still would need to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
It's a special time to watch this movie. Get some beers in, do some
please
shots.
Be drunk.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
Play the drinking game. That's what
Yeah.
I want to do. That would make it worth watching it one more time.
Let's start with Vicky. You've got some
Okay.
interesting
She
things
has
to
a
say.
view.
Now, I'd heard all about this movie beforehand because obviously you'd been going on about it, so I knew all kind of like the pop culture references and the jokes about it and how bad it was. It did not prepare me for actually watching it.
You do need preparation.
Yeah, but it took me all week because we literally watched it after we recorded the last podcast. Then we went and sat down and watched it, which kind of ruined the evening for me. But
It elevated mine. I don't know what
it's
you're talking
literally
about.
taken me all week to figure out why I hated it so much, because I've watched bad movies before and I've come away disappointed and I've come away bored or angry at the film, but I've never come away feeling like that, and I couldn't really recognise what the emotion was. And as I said, it's taken me a week, and I finally realised yesterday what it was.
Suicide?
Yes. Second-hand embarrassment. And
Is it really?
I can handle it in small doses from TV shows and things like it. It's because I was watching The Big Bang Theory yesterday morning and something happened which I cringed at, and then I remember, okay, that's what it was. It was prolonged
90 minutes of that.
90 minutes of doing that, and I've never been subjected, thank you, to that for that long. So I never really know
I do see your
what
point.
the emotion was.
Like, I get that feeling whenever I watch auditions for like X Factor or something.
Yeah.
And they're like the really bad ones.
Yeah.
I can't bear to watch them because I feel embarrassed for them. This film
But
does not give me that sensation, but I can understand why
yeah.
you would.
The interesting thing with this movie for me is that it's not. I really don't believe if you listen to anything that Greg Sestero or Tommy Wiseau say, I really don't believe this movie was set out to be intentionally bad.
Oh, it definitely
No.
wasn't. And that actually makes it
don't
worse.
have a problem with secondhand embarrassment. This is why I love watching those rubbish
Oh, I
X Factor
know.
auditions.
This is why I leave
I
the
watch
room.
things like shows like The Comeback, which I think is an amazing show.
Yeah,
Stuff
it
that
took
is
me a long
designed
while to
to
get
make
to
you
that.
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that stuff.
I just can't handle it. I really can't.
So this
Well, that's
movie
fair.
for me is special because it's clearly one guy who's got this story, which apparently started as a he wrote this as a play.
Yeah.
Oh, play, okay.
And he, I think what's interesting is that he did this entire thing himself. So he funded the entire thing. Nobody really knows his background, where he's from. He's been really elusive about it.
Really
Yeah.
weird
So-
accent.
Oh,
You
he-
can't
A
No,
put
lot
it
of the
down.
cost from this movie,
It's an American accent. He's from America.
apparently,
Not
Yeah.
from
a
America.
lot of the cost
That's
from
what
this
he
movie came from the fact that he bought all of the equipment rather than hired it.
Yeah,
So he
that's hilarious.
outright bought it
Myself.
all.
Well, that's just
Um,
lack of
and
experience.
again, there's
to say
$5,000 a month for 5 years for the promotion of this film. I think he's actually probably made his money back tenfold at this point.
Possibly.
that. Just in people watching it to find out what
Because
the
of
fuss is about.
because of the fact that it's become a cult status. So let's talk about Tommy Wiseau. This man is
Delusional.
If there's a worse actor, I have yet to find them.
He's delusional because he thought that he was good. He did this take of one of the bits, like right at the end, where they're having an argument, and Lisa telling him to come out and says, "I'll come out in a minute, bitch." And
in a few minutes, bitch.
and everyone laughed.
love
He's
it.
like, "Why are you laughing?" Because he fully intended this film to be a good thing, and he
Yeah.
fully believed that's what he was doing the whole way through. And everyone
I don't
watching it
think
knew
he's watched it.
No, everyone.
I know he goes along to these
Yeah.
midnight showings with people. He turns up, he signs autographs.
Yeah.
He's very much involved in this.
But
It's just
all the way through,
unbelievable to
he
me.
thought he was making a good movie, and everyone making the movie knew what kind of movie they were making. So
Which is
I think he's very delusional.
I'm surprised that he agreed to let them make The Disaster Artist. I know that he's got a contractually obligated cameo in it. I'm surprised that he allowed it to be made.
Well,
It's
if it
more
makes more
publicity
people
for his
watch
film.
The Room,
Yeah,
it makes more money.
It's the reason I had to
I'm
watch
sure
the
they
movie
had
in
to
the end.
pay him. Yeah, true. And I'm sure they had to pay him in order to get the rights
Yeah.
to do it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just he sacrificed pride for it.
So I want to talk about Denny for a minute.
Denny.
This
Totally
kid
unnecessary
is-
character.
Do you know what I found out? He is the oldest of the cast.
That's ridiculous.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
That totally surprises me.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. But regardless of his age or not his age, it's just the most unnecessary character ever.
Yeah.
Every single part that he is in is completely unnecessary to the plot.
I think that sums up the movie. Every piece of writing, I'm not even going to call it plot. It's not plot.
No.
Every piece of text that Tommy Wiseau scribbled
The
down
speech.
doesn't relate to anything that's been said. We've got playing football in tuxes. I assume from the brief flippant comment that he was going to get his wedding pictures done. I don't know why.
Or
A month before they
or
get
possibly
married.
they were
The-
getting fitted, making sure
The day and night cycles of this movie are all over the place.
Oh my god.
There's Lisa's mother's breast cancer, which was one line in the entire film and never brought up again whatsoever.
And taken far too well. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'd react if my mum
None
told
of
me
the
she had breast
characters,
cancer too.
none of the characters react in the right way. That when she says he got drunk last night and he hit me, her mother responds to,
Johnny doesn't drink.
"That's what you took from that."
Yeah.
And yet she doesn't say that.
No.
That's it. Every single conversation that is had throughout the film, it feels as though the two characters are having different conversations.
Yeah.
And as though they've never had a conversation before, which is why we get repeatedly the same conversation.
And-
Mark
Yeah.
never knows why Lisa wants him there.
He's
or
surprised
the
every
fact-
time when she
Every
starts-
time they have sex, it's a big surprise to him. Like
Yeah.
he's never heard of this is happening before.
No.
Every time she speaks to her mum and tells her she's not happy with Johnny, it's like she's never told her before. It doesn't even. There's no sense of logic into the conversation that it's back and forth, or that they've ever had any previous interaction with each other.
I think the most interesting part for me is you hear the stories about them producing this film.
Yeah.
That half the cast were replaced because they were like, "This guy can't direct. What the hell is he doing with this film?" Which is why you have the guy who played the psychologist. Why do I play psychologist with me?
I am a psychologist.
Yeah.
So you have this guy, and then later on, the guy that randomly turns up at the party and starts questioning Mark and Lisa about what they're doing. They don't tell you, but it's the same character.
Is he though? I thought they were credited as different people.
And that, as far as I know, it's the same character.
Okay. I thought they were different people.
But
it's
apparently, the
never
guy
in
who
someone's
played the
head.
psychologist walked
Yeah.
out halfway through, so
But
they just recast.
Even if you think of it as like, okay, well, they didn't mention that it was the same character, so he could be a different character.
Yeah.
Then, who is this guy, and
Yeah.
why has he randomly turned up at the party and
No.
started shouting at Lisa? And also, like, where is the psychologist that is supposedly such a good friend? He's going to be in the wedding, and it's not at Johnny's birthday party.
I just don't know how you describe this film.
You can't.
It's like a cheesy soap opera, but 50 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't make sense. If the
There's
acting
no
was terrible,
chronological
but it
order.
actually made sense.
There's no chronological order.
Oh,
I got
that-
so frustrated by the fact that,
Yeah.
like, the day of the party goes from day to night, back to day again, with no actual regard for the time of a day. Like, they start off in the morning at the coffee shop, and then Mark asks Johnny to go for a run with him later, and then they go for a run. You see him throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
And then you go back to Lisa getting the apartment ready, and Mark turns up. They nearly have sex, and then her friend turns up, and she's still getting the apartment ready. Mark leaves again. So he's been for a run with Johnny. He goes to have sex with Lisa, then he leaves and goes back to running with Johnny. And then in between there somewhere, there's like
He
a bit
needed
of
a break from
nighttime.
running.
Yeah.
It's like a nighttime sequence, and then it goes back to daytime again when she's talking to her mum, and then it goes back to nighttime.
Not to mention,
And Johnny comes home
with,
in the
with,
middle
with,
of it. I
with
don't-
the shots of San Francisco, the stock footage
Oh,
that he
God,
recorded.
yeah.
Oh,
when
my
they have that
God.
party at the end, there must have been 7 or 8 random shots of the nighttime sky.
yeah.
I mean, I get it. He was trying to show time passing throughout the party, but it didn't seem like that. It
You
just felt like
don't.
he just
You
put some
don't
random
need
shots
to.
of
Anyone
the
watching this film knows how slowly time is passing.
Yeah.
throughout this party.
Yes, and also the fact that the fight is like so unnecessary things. They're having, the party. Then, for whatever reason, Mark and Lisa decide to start dancing, which makes no sense because they're trying not to look as though they're both cheating.
Well, no,
on Johnny.
because 1 minute they're fighting, then they're not, then they're fighting, then they're
Yeah.
not.
So Mark and Lisa are fighting, and then they're not fighting.
Yeah.
And is this before or after the announcement of the baby? I'm not even sure.
This is after.
So at this point, Mark thinks she's pregnant and he doesn't know if it's his or Johnny's baby, and he's arguing with her about that, but now suddenly they're dancing as though they're in love. And then he and Johnny have a fight, which is resolved by them going, no, it's fine, and separating. And then we cut to these random shots of San Francisco, cut back, and they, again, start fighting over, like, a second argument.
Literally.
Why didn't we just continue the first argument and not have the stock footage in between? What was the point?
I think it's like Tommy Wiseau just had a lot of ideas for this movie, wrote down all the ideas, shot and filmed all the ideas,
and then randomly put them into order.
Yeah.
I'll put that there.
And clearly so many people involved in this movie had problems, and it still got made.
Yeah.
The fact this film exists as a physical entity, a thing in this world,
there are a lot of bad movies which I can still understand how they got made, because it's a fairly decent idea, fairly decent acting ability in it, like quite good actors. I mean, I watched The Happening over the weekend. Over the week.
Mark
Wahlberg, and like his acting in it was not his best he's ever done. But the actual film and just everything that goes, it's just very badly done. But I still understand why that film got made. Like,
I don't.
I think the only reason that this film got made is purely
it's because one man's
really
relentless
wanted it to be
determination.
made, and if he'd given up, that's it.
I think it's amazing that he had the money to front $6 million.
It's all those leather jackets that he sold, apparently.
Allegedly sold leather jackets. I'm struggling. Usually when we do these podcasts, we have a very clear, we talk about this character. What about this cool bit? I'm struggling to find things to say.
Yeah, Denny.
Creepy.
Denny and the drunk guy that has literally no relevance to the rest of the film. Like I say, there's that. He randomly tells Johnny that he's in love with Lisa.
The drug scene is gold. So in the scene, Denny is being held at gunpoint by, I'm guessing, somebody that's sold drugs or buys drugs or what, as the characters like to ask.
The actor is Tommy Wiseau's roommate.
Really?
In actual fact, the guy with the gun is probably one of the better actors.
Yes. No. He's not an actor. He's just Tommy Wiseau's roommate who went in for it because
still one of the better actors.
And it turns out to be one of the better
actors. It may not have
actors.
even been acting. This may have been real and just caught on camera.
This guy owes me money!
The thing that I love the most is he's holding Denny at gunpoint. Mark and Johnny show up. They grab hold of him, knock the gun out of his hand, and escort him to the police station. And then Lisa and her mother come over
to like yell at Denny,
and then I think it's Lisa or Denny said, "Don't worry, he's going to jail," because it's that easy.
How it works. Yeah, we just show up at the prison and go, "This guy's
literally bad. 2 minutes of real time pass by, and they come back."
Yeah.
Having dropped him off at the police station, perfectly accepted.
Yeah.
It's gold.
And it's taken care of, you know, he's not going to come back for Denny.
And every scene on the rooftop is green screened. I don't know why.
But he had access to a roof where he could have shot it all, but he chose to do it a green screen instead.
And then,
we'll find out in the
and then it goes into that strange doorway that leads to nowhere.
The doorway to nowhere.
I'm so excited that James Franco's making a movie because I really want. I know that it's probably embellished a bit from Greg Sestero's book, but I'm fascinated to actually see
the process.
To see really what went on.
Just the little clip that we've seen of James Franco doing
the best scene. I did not hit her. I did not. It's bullshit. I didn't hit her.
Oh, hi, Mark.
See, that just reminds me of the Disaster Artist trailer when he comes out. I hit her! No!
Do you want to change the line?
To be fair, this film is going to be so much better than The Room ever was.
Well, because it will be intentionally funny for a start.
Yeah, because it's parody.
And it won't be so cringeworthy, and because you know that they're not actually trying.
Let's talk about footballs and spoons.
Oh.
Footballs. I remember, I don't know where I heard this from, but I remember somebody, there was an interview with Tommy Wiseau who said that he put footballs in there because it's the great American pastime. It's the
they don't actually play football. They
football's fun.
The ball's fun.
That's his reason.
Spoons.
Right, the spoons
What are spoons about?
I read about this.
Okay.
He basically had this space and he needed to furnish it, so they went to all these Goodwill stores, and apparently there were just pictures of plastic spoons there, so they furnished it with that.
So you'll notice this if you haven't seen the film.
It wasn't like a personal attachment to spoons.
Throughout the movie, there are pictures of spoons in the background and photo frames.
Just
it's
random.
the strangest thing.
Yeah. But apparently it just came like
I guess they didn't expect anyone to watch it enough times to notice the spoons.
Well, apparently they did if he's going to pay $5,000 a month to have it up on a huge billboard in Hollywood for 5 years.
Does anyone else think he just left it on a direct debit and forgot it?
Oh, shit.
He's not Italian. Oh, shit. I cannot believe.
No one knows what he is. I can't do his
They're coming to see
accent
out of the
because
room.
It's not a real accent.
No.
It's physically impossible.
I don't know what to say. This movie doesn't actually bother me. I quite enjoy it for the weirdness that it is. I like weird things like this. I won't rewatch it much, but it has fascinated me enough that I've read up on it. I've watched it a few times.
See, I was able to watch it from the perspective that it's so bad that it's humorous, and it doesn't annoy me.
And Lisa, as much as the acting is, Lisa's a through and through bitch in this. She's possibly one of the worst characters ever. She makes like, you know, Sauron look good.
Yeah. Right, no,
don't worry about it.
I've had a theory on this. Basically, Tommy Wiseau has written this entire film. He's written it so that Johnny, who is basically Tommy, basically the name is almost exactly the same, is the hero of the story. He's the best man. Every single word that comes out of anyone's mouth is how great Johnny is. And
he's so great that his regular attendance at the flower shop is not identified by the woman who runs it. Oh, hi, Johnny, I didn't know it was you. Because so many people look like Johnny. He's that well known and respected.
But that's
clearly.
what I think.
And even Lisa can't find that much better. Like, she has to make up the fact that he hit her.
Yeah.
And the worst she can say about him is he's boring.
Yeah.
She can't say anything too bad, actually.
So basically, this entire thing is
a love letter to Tommy Wiseau.
From himself. It's an egotistical film for himself, and I think that is why Lisa is written the way she is, to make her seem like the antagonist of the film. Is basically he's so good, and she's the bitch.
You can see
that
this
is why
in
so bad that she makes him kill himself.
You can literally see it within the first 2 minutes when it goes produced by Tommy Wiseau, written by Tommy Wiseau, directed by Tommy Wiseau,
and then we see him riding the trolley car
as Tommy Wiseau is going by,
and his first line, channeling what's the guy from The Simpsons?
Oh, Dr. Nick Riviera.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
You expect like laughter and applause when it goes. It's like a sitcom.
Hi, Tommy Wiseau.
It's literally filmed like a sitcom.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, do you only see the living room from that one
I
view?
think so, yeah.
I find it very difficult to tell, actually, because they move it in a way that it seems to be like you're next to the stairs at one point, but that sofa's not there the rest of the time. So I'm not sure.
And he's really, really random sex scene that lasts for about 5 minutes, and he cut it so that he could just repeat it later on as another sex scene.
Yeah, and then the other sex scene on the staircase.
Having sex with her belly button, no less.
Yeah.
Yes, it says. And then they have sex on the staircase. That's not her and Tommy, that's her and Mark.
That's barely. Do you see how much that thing wobbles? Yeah. It's like, I'm really worried for their safety.
It's physically impossible
maybe
to
not
have sex on that staircase.
My favourite fact about this film was Tommy Wiseau has seen a film. Might have been Ice White Shirt, it might have been something with Tom Cruise having a sex scene, and he decided his film needed a sex scene in it where they saw his ass, otherwise the movie would not sell. Which is why I am now blinded from the horrible image of Tommy Wiseau's naked ass on the screen. And I am seriously just...
It's rather a long time as well.
Yeah, and it's
you
not even
can't
like
just
a
close your
flash.
eyes and miss it.
It's like a very prolonged sex scene. And
then he gets up and walks out of the bed.
Yeah.
Into the other room.
But the thing is, he wanted the characters to have sex again later for more egotistical reasons, but the actress wouldn't commit to another love scene with him for obvious reasons, because he's fucking horrible. And so...
Luckily she did it once. Come on, guy.
And so he got the guy editing to shorten the first sex scene down, because it was originally 6 minutes long, and they got it down to about 3 minutes, which is still quite long for a sex scene in a movie.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah.
6 minutes is basically a short porn film. Yeah. Really.
And so he basically got them to cut it down.
Allegedly.
I'm sitting here going, is that short? I mean, if you did it any longer than that, you got issues.
Yeah.
Stay safe, kids.
And so basically he got the sex scene to be cut down so that he could basically put it in again afterwards. But the actress had no problems doing about 20 love scenes with Greg Cesario. Which, to be fair, he's a lot better looking than Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
He's his best friend.
Yeah.
That is such a, oh my God, the amount of time. I mean, if you took a shot every time they repeated that and Lisa saying, I don't want to talk about it, you'd be absolutely smashed by the end of this movie. If you didn't drink any other
Her
time.
mother that's so caring that she just wants her to stay with Johnny even though she apparently doesn't love him because
his position is very secure.
He provides.
I think...
You can't provide for yourself.
Wow.
there were some times in this movie, like there was this one scene where everything is blurry, and it's because they didn't check the cameras. The cameras that they bought rather than rented. I mean, even the big movie studios rent their cameras.
This is what's scary. If you have enough money, you can write a film, produce a film, and release a film.
Yeah.
And people
To the
will
point
almost
where
be
it's
forced
become-
to see it.
Yeah. It's become this huge
Especially
thing
for
now.
Vicky, and we forced you to see
We're
it.
talking about we're talking about this film. I don't feel like we've even really explained what it is. You can't explain what this film is.
It must be experienced.
Why
unfortunately.
it's called The Room, I don't think Tommy Wiseau knows.
He made up something afterwards. I think it sounds like one of those things where you just pick a name and then, oh, what's it mean? The room is where you feel safe. And that's it.
That doesn't make any sense. I assumed it was because most of it takes place inside one room, but it doesn't really. There's the
I
bedroom,
don't
the living
think
room,
he's that
and then they go
logical.
outside
No.
and play football. And no, there's no.
I am
And,
wondering.
and also, at what point in this film does anyone feel safe?
And Mark,
No one
I
does.
like
Everyone's
that-
totally
that-
confused all the time.
That Mark randomly shaves his beard off, and you get this really uncomfortable close up of his chin that lasts for about 5 seconds.
Oh, he shaved.
Like, okay, I'm done looking at your chin now.
yeah.
No,
Right.
It's a movie that needs to be experienced.
it is
Right, on that note, we're running to 40 minutes. I think we've given this
Yeah.
film far more
as
than
much
it deserves.
time as it deserves. Yes.
I'm going to encourage you to go and watch this film.
Don't.
Even if you only watch it once, this needs to be experienced.
By all means, watch it. However, please find a way of watching it without paying for
yeah,
it.
don't pay money for it.
Please don't pay money for it, because then you will hate us for
Yeah.
making you pay money to watch this film. It does not deserve.
And if you're going to watch it, do it like there are plenty of drinking games online. Look up one of them and do that, because
do it drunk.
Yeah,
or
you need it.
go find a midnight screening. Go to a midnight screening.
I don't think there's going to be any in England, but if you're in America or somewhere that does them,
Yeah.
just
Or create your own.
Go
window
to
screen.
IKEA, buy
Awesome.
some plastic spoons,
Invite us. Go.
and have a
We'll
field
do it.
day.
make sure you have football.
Marks out of 10, Amy.
Out of 10, we can be out of 5.
I think this one deserves 10.
Still going to be a 1 either way.
Yeah. I was going to give it
Barely
half
viewable.
a star out of 5. I think it might stretch to a 1 just for pure comedic value out of 10.
I'm going to go for 3.
You
Not
would.
on the merit that this is a good film, on the merit that it actually somewhat entertained me.
Wow.
It's
To the point where I
entertaining.
can talk about it for 45
Yeah.
minutes on a podcast.
Yeah, but only seriously to rant about how we don't understand it. And it makes no sense.
Right.
And it's illogical. And the
Yeah.
characters have no
I'm
relevance
concerned
to
that
each
it's
other.
some kind of
Plot.
mastermind, some kind of subliminal masterpiece.
What? You're saying the room is the meaning of life?
It could be. This could be his plan all along.
If that's the case, I hope I never find out.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's already implanted. The damage is done.
Oh, God.
So, that's it. That's our thoughts
That's
on
a
The
wrap.
Room.
I am looking forward to The Disaster Artist coming out, because as
That
much
will
as
be
the
down.
film itself is a disaster, aptly named, I am the process around it really intrigues me, and how this film got made, and just
Plus, it's always
Yeah.
fun to watch a movie about the making of a movie.
Plus, we love James
Yeah.
Franco.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. It's hilarious.
And
she's
just-
with his brother as well, right?
Yeah. Plays
Although I'm not
Greg,
crazy-
Greg plays
Denny? Mark. Okay.
yeah. So I think that The Disaster Artist will be quite a good analysis of it. Hopefully, it will be interesting to watch, and
It cannot possibly be worse than The Room.
it's
So
a
it's
film-
already on a winner.
Yeah.
This is the thing, when you see James Franco do that rooftop scene, and he does that,
It's
hi
still
Mark,
better.
he does it so much better. I'm like, it wound me up, because I'm like, that's not how Tommy Wiseau does it. But I appreciate you can't reach that level
no.
It's really difficult
Of bad
to be
acting.
that bad.
No,
on
what I want
purpose.
to know, I have to know whether or not it's going to be a good film or not, if he can nail his fucking laugh. That laugh.
He's cranky today.
If he can nail that laugh, then he's just...
That's
Apparently,
it, sold.
I looked some bits up of The Disaster Artist, and apparently he spent a lot of time, when the cameras were off, in character as Tommy Wiseau.
Apparently, yeah.
So,
That's not unusual, I think,
No.
then, for James Franco. He's not like...
method
what's his
actor.
name?
I genuinely
Joker.
think that this film...
Heath Ledger.
No. He's legendary the newer Joker.
Oh, Jared Leto.
It's not like Jared Leto who does it like
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
extreme, but I think he does do that sort of to keep in character some.
Unfortunately for
I
Jared
think I've
Leto,
heard
that role didn't go down so well.
No.
that was not worth staying in character for that time.
So-
It's like thinking from what's
We
his
will-
name from Tropic Thunder.
I think it would be...
Robert Downey
recording
Jr.
the
Sound
DVD
it,
commentary.
I think it will be hilarious if this film gets Oscar nominated.
That would be brilliant.
James
they have to bring
Franco,
Tommy up with them, though.
if James Franco,
hilarious.
wouldn't it be great if Tommy Wiseau won the Oscar?
How?
For his
There's
cameo.
no Oscar for best cameo, I'm afraid, Dan. They have to create a whole new category for him, and they're not going to do that.
No.
I don't think I can live in a world where The Room or anything to do with The Room wins
Won
an
any
Oscar.
sort of award. No.
It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it coming out. It will be a good analysis of it.
And a great time, at least.
Yeah.
It's got to be more enjoyable than the actual
Yeah.
Room, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
So, next week we are seeing Valerian.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. We might change our minds. If we have a better option, we'll go for it.
Is that or the emoji movie?
Right, she's Valerian.
Yeah. Well, it is, Valerian, I'm assuming, is going to have some sort of visual aspect that we can
Yeah.
As do most movies.
No, it's supposed to be very... It's supposed to
I saw a film with no visuals. It was terrible. It was almost like music.
At the radio.
Oh my god!
Too much cider.
Visual in the sense that
A visually stunning
yes,
film.
It looks to be Avatar levels of visuals.
No, it doesn't.
That's why I want to go see it. Is the visuals of it. Not. I don't like.
I have absolutely no interest in the 2D.
I don't know much about it.
I'm hoping they can change my mind about that, but right now I just think that they both look like evil people, which is not good for your two leads unless they're meant to be evil, which is very rare.
I am hearing a lot of bad things about who's it? Dame someone?
DeHaan or something like that. Yeah.
And
Claire Deval.
no, not Claire Deval. It's not her at
Not
all.
Claire Deval. Claire Delvini or something like that. Oh, she's a.
She can't say names, Dan.
I can't say
Let
names.
it go. Look, either of them. The guy from Chronicle and the girl from Nothing on
Suicide
Anything.
Squad.
That.
Yeah.
From Suicide Squad. I'm trying to
Claire
find her name.
Delvini. Clara Delvini.
Cara.
Yeah.
Cara Delvini. We were close.
I don't
We got her
like
in the
her
end.
as an actress. Have you seen her do interviews? She's really...
She's a model who's just gone into
They
acting.
both have.
Is she a model?
She was a model, yeah.
Both have resting bitch face.
Yeah.
And this is not a good jumping off point for me. But, we'll see. But I think it's better than seeing the Emoji Movie. I can't think that we're going to have masses to
Dane
say about the
DeHaan,
Emoji
I mean,
Movie.
I kind of liked him in Chronicle back in the day. You know Chronicle?
I didn't.
He was alright in The Amazing Spider-Man.
What was he in that?
He was Green Goblin.
Yeah. But he was alright.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Clearly. It left her... And he did A Cure for Wellness.
Which was
last
a weird
year.
film
Didn't
anyway.
see that.
I think he did well in that because it was meant to be a weird film and he was quite a weird character in it, but...
A couple of my
Same
friends...
with Chronicle.
A couple of my friends from university worked on that film, which is how I come to learn about it, but apparently it didn't do very well.
Oh well.
I really liked it. I saw Kill Your Darlings with... Because Daniel Radcliffe was in it and he was in that with him and he was really good in that. That was a very weird
I
film.
just think that they're trying to make him into a star and clearly audiences aren't. There's actually before we go, one more thing I want to talk about, and I forgot to mention it at the beginning in the news section.
What?
It's slightly older news, but I've looked into it more. So we got a trailer for Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah.
Not what we thought it was.
The thing is, I knew that this was based on a book, and I knew it was about like VR.
Yeah.
And I knew it was directed by Spielberg, so I was instantly interested.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't realise that this... I don't know if the book's the same, but I didn't realise this was like a meta film. So I didn't know it had... Freddy Krueger in the movie, DeLorean's in the movie. I didn't realise it was self-aware like this. This is much more interesting to me.
Well, we'll see what it's like. When does it come out?
Next year, I think.
All right.
Well, we'll have to
Bit of a
see
wait.
what that one's like when it comes out.
It does
But the trailer was interesting, and there was
looks
definitely a lot
fantastic.
of references.
And it's
just
got
packed into that
DC
little
characters
bit,
and
so
things in it. It looks really... and there's a Deadpool character in it.
There's a
Female
lot
Deadpool
of characters
I
in
can't
it.
remember her name. Yeah. Looks good.
Cool.
I'm looking
We'll
forward to it.
see on that one.
All right. Well, thank you for bearing with us
Yep.
as we talked about The Room.
To be fair, our podcast on The Room is better than seeing The Room, so, you helped out.
If you do one on the other,
Yeah.
do this one and not the other.
Clearly,
Although
you
it
have
won't
if you've made it this far.
It
Yeah.
won't make much sense if you don't watch the film because, well, in fairness, it won't make much sense either way because the film makes no sense.
No.
Anyway, thank you for listening. And hopefully next week will be a better experience and Valerian will surprise us and be amazing and I will no longer hate the lead actors.
And if you're interested, we've got a couple of smaller podcast reviews coming for
Single Scoop
47 Metres Down, which I saw on Wednesday. I did.
To be fair, they don't know what day of the week it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I'll have a review. I'll try and get that uploaded tomorrow. And Amy's got a review coming for Girls Trip, which was pleasantly surprising.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for listening, guys.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.